Welcome, light warriors. Your spirit guides have quite an urgent message for you, I get. Or timely. Oh, goodness. Now, these ones flew out, coming from yesterday's reading. And then I just noticed how cute this beaver was on the bottom of this deck, and I realized that it says home. The beaver and birch. Home. Ooh, hello. Independence. I love this card. The cat in lavender. Gorgeous. Wow, because there's definitely this energy of you are about to move. You're about to change something very significant. It could be your home. It could be where you live. You may decide to travel with the sun. Can also mean vacations, short-term travel. But what you're moving towards is this sense, I get, of spiritual independence. This is where, just like a cat, you're living where you want and how you want. You're spending your time how you wish to spend your time. I mean, anyone that's had a cat, and also have been adopted by a cat, they choose. They're not going to stay somewhere that they're not happy. They will go and present themselves to a neighbor and be like, oh, can I live with you? They're very independent spirited. They're highly spiritual. They're highly aligned. They're very psychic. There's this energy of you moving where you belong is coming through. Obviously, this could be a job, activities, hobbies. Take it as it resonates, but it's definitely coming through for many of you. You may be on the move, literally, moving to a new home and or traveling to new places. We'll leave these over here because we already have these ones. The mirror. Interesting. It's interesting, this particular card is giving me the energy of the truth hurts. When you've set up a life somewhere or you've started a job and then you're just like, oh, it's just not right for me. Looking in the mirror, being honest with myself, it's just not hitting the spot, like this sense of unease. We'll get more information. Oh, it's these ones. Strength. This one came up in yesterday's reading. You want to be somewhere that you feel strong, safe, and free. This also came up in yesterday's reading. Strong, safe, and free to be yourself with the mirror. Free to express yourself. Free to explore, the spirituality or the way of living close to nature or something of this kind. So you're being called to action here. You're being called to action. The Crow and Dogwood Intelligence. Such a gorgeous card. And aligned with our Cat in Lavender over here. Both very ancient, wise, spiritual, psychic beings. Beings with psychic sight. Trust your intuition here. If something in your world doesn't feel quite right, we've got the moon here as well. It could just be like a little niggle, like when you get like a little splinter or something like that. It doesn't have to be really obvious, but it's niggling at you. There's an area in your life that your psychic self, your higher self desires to change, to move into the light of, to move into harmony, move into peace, move into joy. However that translates for you in your world, somewhere that you feel safe and free to express yourself and explore the things that you wish to explore. Some area that has this little niggle. the truth will come to light. The temple. You desire sacred space. And sacred space is on offer to you. It's on offer to you. It's this energy of living in a way that's spiritually aligned with you. And there's some area that's got this little splinter, this little niggle that doesn't feel quite right. However, if you do feel this way, if you're resonating with this and you're still here for this message, the chance to shift your world with the Chariot, to move your world, whether it's where you live, who you live with, how you live, even like how you spend your time. There's this opportunity to, I'm getting the words come into the light, but I'm not implying that you're living in the darkness or anything like that. But this is like where you feel spiritually enlightened. Are you feeling called to, with all of this, to join a spiritual group or learn more about certain psychic gifts or spiritual gifts? There's this calling. There's a calling you home. Living in the light is living in alignment with your soul, with your higher self. Ooh, the Destroyer. It's interesting because what I'm getting here is like with this, it's like even the little things, even if they're small discomforts, they kind of, add on top of each other. They build, they grow over time. There is something that you're being called to leave behind. You know it. So, like intuitively, like boom, 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 you know it. It could well be something quite structural in your world with this beaver and birch home card. So this is why, I can't remember what the words were that came up at the start, like an uncomfortable truth. Because, if it's where we live, that's a lot. It's a lot to move. If it's how we're living in some way, it's a lot to change. But it's not coming through, Take it all as it resonates, but you are being called to leave some aspect, we've got a shard of a mirror here, some aspect of your world in the past, to move into the light of being in alignment, particularly spiritually, with this temple. Let's get more info. The vessel. Just covering her up made me think to get some runes on that particular card. The temple, the vessel. There's something you're yearning for. You know it's true. Like, you will only still be hearing this message if you feel the truth of this. But I also feel the weight of it. Because if it is an energy of, moving overseas or something, or getting a new, it's a lot to do is what I get. And that's why we have the Chariot. It takes a lot of, willpower. Oh gosh, still loving the feeling of this. Oh, but I'm going in, eyes closed. There was one or two. There's definitely this one. Put that right here. I've got my eyes closed. Oh yeah, definitely these two as well. I don't know why I got the giggles with those. Oh, I mean, they're like eyes. Holy smokes. Gebo is partnership, is gift. And here it is uniting with your aligned life. There's something about realigning this aspect, this part of your world with your spiritual truth, with your higher self. That's so cute. So there's gift, there's receiving a gift, but it's also union. And we can also read union with ourselves, like union with our higher self, with the temple here, the sun, that enlightenment energy. And we have Nordes, which is blockage. There's this blockage here. I think it's a part of like your structural world, with the 4 here as well, 4 being aligned with the root chakra, 4 being the 4th house, home, family, land, home here, and 4 also being the emperor, so it's your job, your career, where you live. The emperor also indicating real estate transactions. I mean, to get those 2 and to get them in that way, highly significant. There's something on the flip side of you moving away in some way from this shard of a mirror, from this blockage, this one aspect of your world that is blocking this emergence into aligned living. Then comes the gift. I mean, look at this. Then comes the gift of that feeling. Isn't that such a gorgeous feeling when we're in the right place at the right time with the right people, and we're doing things that we feel passionate about. We're learning things that we're interested in. We're having wonderful conversations, wonderful food. We're feeling alive. We're feeling in the light of that life force energy, Shakti energy flowing. However, to get here, to get to this temple, this sacred temple, something's got to give. There's this veering. I always see LGs as a fork in the road. 12:12 on the timer. Angelic support and encouragement. As you take this strong step, strength. This is a big move, the Chariot. Even if it doesn't look big on the outside to other people, it's taking a lot of like inner strength. This is a big move for you. It's realigning you with your purpose, but very much it's like, yes, it's realigning with your purpose, but it's where you feel at home. I just had a little edit there because I couldn't like speak properly, but this is aligning you with your purpose, but it's aligning you with who you are. It's not so much what you do, which will come of this, but it's how you be. It's how you be. This whole process, this noticing, and I'm feeling the little shard of the mirror. I once got a really long, but I didn't realize it for ages, this long shard of glass stuck in my hand. And it was stuck in there for ages, did not even know it was there. But once it started to come out, you know, I can just feel it with this card. It was very noticeable, but it wasn't like, you know, a tower moment. It wasn't like a door slamming in my face. You know, it's there, it's niggling. You intuitively sense it, that this has got to give. This has got to change. Oh, sorry, I was meant to be covering up our vessel here. Ooh, love this for you. Whehu. Good luck, wealth, abundance, energy. It's also about with that how you be. It's like becoming the vessel for the light. I mean, you already are, but it's like the more that we align with our spiritual like intuitions of where, how, and what to do, and where to live, and who to be with, and all those things, it's like the bigger the channel becomes, the easier it is to tap into sacred space, the more flow is coming in and out of your life, like you're the vessel for divine light. So much has been coming up lately about good fortune in this eclipse portal. Yes, there's things coming up like what I had with that shard of glass, there's things coming up to be addressed, to be assessed with that solar eclipse in Virgo. It's like to look and see and discover and decide whether to continue or not is coming through. But this one's definitely coming up to be removed, for you to veer off into sacred space in some way. Not what you do, but how you be. This is why we've got the home card. Is that Othala? Yes. Which is home, ancestors' inheritance. Can you see that one? Well, home, I've actually never read Othala as literally home, but I just looked up and read it on my notes, and here it is twice. Many of you are clearly feeling called to move homes in some way, whether it's simply moving to a different area in your city, a new city, out into the country, a new country. There's this urge for travel, an urge for movement. And this whole process is about opening the doors, opening the gateways here. Beautiful, beautiful. Like the home is your temple, the body is a temple. There's something about, it's definitely about how you be, rather than necessarily what you do, but it's this shift in the physical realm, like moving home, moving countries, something of this kind, or moving workplaces, that is going to shift you into more flow, just more light, more life force energy flowing, like it's going to feel great. Let's see what these ones are. The river, let it flow, let it go. Let it flow and let it go, for sure. And the healer. You'll find that this move, this change, where you let this one aspect of your life go, is going to bring in all this healing light. Like just these two alone say it all. The blockage is gone in whatever area this was blocking, but particularly this about energetic flow with the vessel, the river, the healer. Like suddenly you're going to feel more aligned and more like a channel of the light, where you're flowing and going where, you know, with it, not trying to work against the grain, you know, to meet certain obligations or whatever. For those of you still here, you know this to be the case. It's a matter of locating what this shard of a mirror is, what this uncomfortable truth is, what aspect of your structures in your life is now acting as a blockage to the flow of energy. I'm going to leave your message here. Thank you so much for being here. I love having you here. I love reading all your comments. So do comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.